Hello, my name is Nadia Ostrich, and today I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the AFL 2019 Grand Final between Richmond and GWS. But yeah, here's basically their story to getting here, starting with the Tigers. Pretty much, the Tigers won their first clash with the Brisbane Lions and made their way through. They were met by the number one team this season, according to ladder positions, the minor premiers, Geelong. Geelong had a 21-point lead and were looking like they were going to play the GWS or Collingwood in the grand final until it all fell apart. Richmond kept their lead, kept fighting, and they won. Just constantly kept going, took the lead, and didn't give back. And so Richmond were into the granny. The Giants were underdogs all season. Now the Giants, it was easy cruising. And in their first game, they defeated the Bulldogs by 58 points. And moved on. In fact, the funny thing is, the two teams that dominated were Richmond and GWS. Because we don't talk about the West Coast game. We don't. Now, semi-finals. The Cats played the Eagles and the Giants had to later play the Lions. And in an epic game, coming down to the wire, the Giants won it. And just held on. Then they went to the Pies game. At the time, we knew the Tigers were in. They'd won it 85-66. What this game was between the Giants and the Pies was intense. Now, the Giants were going strong at three-quarter time. It was 49-23. And that was the game, basically. The Giants in their second quarter played out of their minds. The second and third, mostly the third. But the third quarter, the Giants just kicked away. But then the Magpies began their fight back. They charged and GWS stopped, giving one of the most epic games of the AFL finals. Now, lucky for us, the AFL has posted the last 2 minutes of this game. By watching this, we can see how the game played out. With 1:30 left, the Pies just kept coming in. The ball just kept going in and going in. Yep, that's deliberate apparently. And here it goes. The Pies put it back in. And it just keeps going like this. The ball comes out and it ends up in a pack. Yes, Toby, I know you want to play. This is how it ends. The full final 50 seconds. It just keeps getting into the pack, and the Pies, they know there's not a lot left. They know that they'll need another quick goal in order to win. But what happens is the Giants play it right and just keep letting the ball go into the pack. Hello, Buckley. Now with the ball, the Giants still, you can see, trying to get it into a pack. Now, as you can see, they've wasted a full minute on just keeping it in the pack. And this was where Collingwood got their last chance. handball away, and the game is over. Now, this game had a lot of controversy, and to be honest, it made it more exciting. Yes, right here. Now, I wanted the Giants to win, so I can't be critical and say something, but do you reckon that's touched? If we watch the clip in slow-mo, you can clearly see the fingers bend back. You can see that this is touched. Like I just spoke about, the Giants get through and win now the grand final. The AFL 2019 grand final. The GWS Giants are facing off in their first grand final ever after a narrow win against the Pies. And the Tigers are back after their amazing 2017 season where they put the Crows away and won it. Who wins this one is interesting. After 2017, basically, it was thought that the Tigers were lucky and got the umpires on their side. Now, after watching the footage, you can see that is pretty fair to say. It's not 100%. I reckon the Tigers still won it, but that's just how it happened. Anyway, I don't know what to say about this. I'm sure it will be an epic game. Players to watch, I reckon you're going to need to watch the De Boer versus Dusty matchup. Because Dusty will probably get pretty heated. And we all know De Boer will likely be on Dusty. Because De Boer's a tagger of the Giants, and he will likely pick up Dusty because Dusty, I reckon, is the Tigers' strong area. Involves Dusty. So we'll see some De Boer versus Dusty action, and who knows? We may see the Giants win their first grand final, or we may see the Giants lose their first grand final. It'll be interesting to see how these Giants will face off. They've never played in front of this many people, and everyone in the stadium is going to be a Richmond fan. So let's see if the Giants will be able to hold on. This is my key to the game. If the Giants want to win, then they're going to need the following things to happen. De Boer needs to destroy Dusty in the contest to keep him out of the game. The Giants need to kick away, and they need to be accurate. We saw it. It was the fate of the Brisbane Lions. They kept missing shots, and they ended up losing. But still, that is how the Giants will win, via accurate kicking and constantly scoring, also keeping Dusty away. And that also, the Giants have been seen to fall asleep in games and just let their opponent kick back in. Hell, we saw it against Collingwood. But yeah, that is what the Giants cannot do. Now the Tigers. For the Tigers to win, they just need to play their proper football. And like I said, the De Boer-Dusty matchup, I reckon, will decide the game. In this case, for Richmond to win, they'll probably need Dusty to absolutely destroy De Boer. And then it's the same. Accurate kicking and constantly going. Except Richmond don't have that problem. They're strong and all around. The only problem with Richmond that I can see is they build their game off mistakes of the other team. So again, how the Giants would win is to play it perfect, to keep Richmond off the ball. Anyway, it's going to be an exciting game. 28th of September. Richmond, GWS. Let's go, Giants.